What's up, guys? I'm trying to get that. I hate the lighting in this place. Absolutely cannot stand it. It's terrible. It's as light as it's gonna get. Oh, what's going on, guys? Let me get the... Oh, I got this mic, so hopefully I just don't hit it a million times today. So let's see what happens. All right, let me get the chat up. Hope you guys are having a good day. 12 people in here. All right, I found it. I'm a little under the weather today. I have a slight cold. So a lot of drainage issues. Doesn't that sound fun? Okay. Hey, what's going on? Show you how. Hey, what's up, Tammy? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're doing good, Claire. What's good, bro? From Cesario for hire. Nothing much. Nothing much. Another short work day. So whenever I have a short work day, I put in work when I come home. So, yeah. So I'm gonna be eating some spaghetti. It's leftover. It's what I had yesterday. There's no beef in it since I don't eat beef. So it's basically vegan spaghetti. I don't put any type of Parmesan or anything on it. It's one of the recipes that I kind of came up with whenever I became vegan there for a while. And so it is my recipe, I guess. I'm pretty sure maybe some other people do the same. But basically, just get regular old noodles. Of course, cook them. And then in a separate pan, you get your spaghetti sauce, your basic like marinara type sauce. There's tons of different kinds. I forgot which one I got. I get a different one every time because I like trying them. But I got a sauce, and then I cut up onion. I cut up mushroom. I put garlic in it, the actual garlic cloves, and then I put in garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, and then some garlic salt for good measure, and then some parsley. So it's actually really, really good. And spaghetti is kind of one of those things that's easy to have without meat. It still tastes pretty good if you do it, give it enough flavor in the sauce. So sorry for the last minute again. I just wanted to randomly make a live stream. Alexander Rodarty, bro, you have an anxiety. I don't know if you're asking me if I have anxiety. I just have like normal, everyday anxiety. No anxiety disorders. Wow, now this got really bright. Okay, whatever. I don't have an anxiety disorder. I don't meet the criteria for that. So, yeah, but I have normal, regular, everyday anxieties just like anybody else. But I don't let it manifest and, grow into some huge, huge problem. This is really, really hot right now. Hey, Jason, and sorry, I'm going to be clearing my throat a lot because I'm kind of sick today. Jason Luckett, what's going on, dude? Claire, you're good. How about me? Well, I'm good. I'm not at work, so just chilling. Gonna have some lunch. Thought I'd talk to you guys for a while. And yes, you guys can hear me swallow pretty easily, even without this mic, but with this mic, you'll probably hear me swallow so easily. I have a small esophagus. I've been teased about it ever since I was a kid. It's so loud whenever I swallow. My dad would actually like threaten me if I didn't get it under control. Like he was gonna go make me have surgery to get it like stretched out. But I'm glad you're doing good, Claire. Hey, what's going on, Alex? He says, how am I doing? Well, you see it, I'm eating, so things are good right now. What's going on, Luis Perez? I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I know yesterday I called you Luis, and then later I called you Louis. So I apologize. God. It's cold, man. It's not one of them colds where my throat hurts super, super bad, but it's one of those where I'm just like, my sinuses are like draining. Like I'm already prepared. I got toilet paper over here to blow my nose, all that good stuff. Claire, spaghetti bolognese without the mince or mince. I don't know. That sounds really sophisticated for me. Where am I at? I'm currently at my house. I'm chilling on the couch. My extravagant house. Jason Luckett with my IBS. Did I ever get referred? No, I did not. I just was told to try to watch what I eat, and because everybody's IBS is different. What works for me may not work for you, but you got to kind of fine tune your diet. I would really suggest trying to use apple cider vinegar in the mornings to help settle your stomach. It helps with digestion too. And getting a bottle of like Bragg's organic apple cider vinegar with the mother. And you can get Heinz too. There's other brands that have the mother in it, but make sure it has that and it's organic. Use that in the morning, just 2 teaspoons mixed with some water. Use a straw. It's kind of hard on your teeth, or just drink it really quickly. And drink it on an empty stomach. So, yeah, you can do that every day. It really helped me with my heartburn. It basically cured it. Whenever I'm drinking that stuff, I don't have heartburn. When I don't, it starts to creep back. So, it also is good for digestion. It'll kind of help things just keep moving down there, which is good if you have IBS. With IBS, you can have diarrhea, or you can have constipation. You can have horrible gas, stomach cramps. A lot of good stuff there. I've dealt with that since I was a child. Of course, mine didn't originate from anxiety. Anxiety definitely aggravated it, but I really screwed up my digestive system whenever I was a child. So, for some reason, I was scared to use the bathroom, so I would hold it in. Actually, I didn't use the bathroom, number 2, probably for, at my longest point, like 2 weeks. And I know that sounds crazy, like how did you not die from like poisoning? I don't know. That was crazy, but everything got stretched out down there, whether that be my intestines and my colon, and I haven't been right since. And who knows, maybe whenever I get older, I might have to have surgery to correct that, because I've been trying everything to make things better, and gradually they have been, I'm sitting here eating my food, talking about constipation. How does that sound? Can't ever like suck the noodles in whenever it's like leftover pasta. Tammy Lindsley, I do a lot of meditation. I believe that helps so much. Yes, it does. It's incredible for anxiety. If it's incredible for most things in life, whether you're just trying to be successful, you're trying to accomplish a goal, meditation is amazing. What you want to do is just early in the morning or right before bed, try to spend like 10-15 minutes and then increase that time a little bit. I would say a goal would be like 20, 25, 30 minutes. But the reason that you do the reason you do it early in the morning, right after waking up or right before you go to bed at night, is because that's whenever you're closest to your subconscious mind and you can have the biggest impact on it. So that's why doing that, journaling, and listening to positive affirmations at those times are crucial as well. So do that at that point. Yes, it does help tremendously. Many people don't want to give it a chance. So Alexander Rodarte, what's your location? I'm in East Texas. That's about as detailed as I'm going to answer that. I'm not like some huge YouTuber where people are trying to get me, but I'm just weird. I want to have a little bit of privacy. I don't want to, go all the way down to what city and all that stuff. But I'm in East Texas. Hey, Emma, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. Glad you could make it. I hope you're doing good, all the way from the UK. Emma has a lot of animals, guys. A lot of animals. Yeah, I'm not going to say exactly what town. Ryan S., what happened to the background you used to film with? It's still here. It's sitting over there. I use it occasionally, but since the times have changed, now the sun sets where I set up in there after about the time that I get off from work. So the sun's going right through there, completely messes up the natural lighting that I was having. And everywhere else in the house, like there's a back porch outside, so it doesn't work very well. And when I use this light, this is what it does. It's extremely bright and overbearing, and it doesn't make the background look good. And the background looks the best whenever it has natural light. So the time is starting to change a little bit, and the sun's setting a little bit later in the day right now. So as that continues to happen, I'll start using the background again. Trust me, it sucks. I absolutely can't stand making videos in the car or on my back porch. I don't even like making videos right here, to be perfectly honest. And for those of you just joining, which there's not even a lot of people in here today, but that's cool. I didn't give a lot of warning. But I'm kind of sick today, so. Not trying to gross everybody out. Somebody's like, he's like slurping on spaghetti and he's like sniffling everywhere. He's like leaking. Generic soda. Hi, I'm 14. I suffer from depression. Do you have any tips to cheer me up? So you're young. It's obviously different talking to somebody that's a teenager than it is, or a child, than it is talking to somebody that's my age. Obviously, you want to find a support system. You want to find somebody that you can trust. That's a big deal. You need somebody who's going to be kind and be patient with you and talk to you versus somebody talking at you and barking at you. Children and teenagers are more sensitive. Your mind is still growing at a much faster rate than maybe my mind. I truly believe that our minds never stop growing and adjusting. But it grows at a super fast rate whenever you're a child or a teenager. You need to first find a support system. Find somebody that you look up to. Find somebody that's in your family that you can trust. You want to be open with what you're going through. Don't isolate yourself. Don't shut yourself away. Please be open, because as long as you isolate yourself, things will progressively get worse. You have to be very honest with not only yourself, but you have to be honest with everybody else what's going on. I don't know your relationship with your parents. I don't know your relationship with friends or whatever, but you need to try to use those relationships to be open. Other than that, you need to make sure the other tips that I give you that I give for people with anxiety kind of applied with depression. You need to be journaling. Writing down what you're going through is a really good way of seeing what's happening. You need to have a diary section, then you need to have a goal section. But I'll go over this journal a little bit, and this is actually it's a morning journal. Something that I use whenever I get the chance to. I'll show you one of my entries. But you need to get a hold of a journal, and if it's not something like more nice like this, at least get like a 99-cent notebook. I know you're 14. You can get your hands on $1, so get you a notebook, and you're probably going to school, so you have one. Every day, write something that you're thankful for, because we all have something to be thankful for. I don't care if it's your pillow or your blanket. Write down something that that you're lucky to have, because there's people out there that don't have anything. You're watching this video, you're luckier than a lot of other people in third world countries. They don't have information on what's going on with them. They have health anxiety. They're probably banished or exiled from their village or labeled as insane. So write down some things that you're thankful for every single day. Try the meditation that I was talking about earlier. There's lots of guided meditation on YouTube. But you also want to, your goal is to figure out the root cause of your depression. Claire King, look it up. Okay, on that spaghetti, I will do. Hey, what's going on, Khaled? Hope you're having a good one. Tammy Lindsley, I sugar binge and trying to control that. Quitting drugs and alcohol sends you on other addictions, but 6 months is recovery. I'm so happy that you're off that. That's amazing. We'll deal with what we're dealing with now, you know. But that is so true. Whenever you quit another addiction, and I know with me especially, I turn to something else to satisfy me. Just for an example, whenever I would quit drinking caffeine, then I started drinking a ton of fruit juice. Whenever I quit eating pork, I started eating a lot of beef. When I stopped eating beef, I started eating a ton of chicken, a lot of chicken. I overcompensate. It's very hard for me to do anything in moderation. So yeah, whenever I quit eating sweets, I started eating more carbs. So I've always run into that problem. There's a deeper problem at work that maybe I should work on. But I feel like even looking back as a child, I was somebody that had to replace something with something. But congratulations on quitting drugs and alcohol. Wow, good for you. Lewis, hey brother, what is your intake in regards to spouses dealing with our anxiety? My wife is supportive, but I don't want him to get fed up while I deal with this. 1 second, let me get a bite real quick. Now, this is kind of complicated. It all depends on who you're with. But for me, whenever I was going through my anxiety, I was with somebody that was like, they didn't understand what I was going through at the time. It was my ex. One of the issues is, one of the things you're first going to have to realize is that if they don't have any type of mental health issue or anxiety disorder, depression, it is almost impossible for them to anywhere near fully understand what you're going through. And that's very hard on them. That's one of the unfortunate things about anxiety and stuff. It's really hard on the spouse as well. I would try to talk to her and she would be okay, but as time went on, our relationship got, it deteriorated. Eventually, my drinking got much worse because I was trying to self-medicate, and I would stay gone at night. And of course, what girl's gonna like that? I was partying, and it wasn't like I didn't want her to go with me. She just didn't. She wasn't into that, so I would stay gone, come back late, sleep in, job hop. I wasn't doing the things that a man should do. And I guess after a long time, that just put too much strain in our relationship. And then, she had had enough of that. And I don't blame her for it. I could have handled things much, much better. I got a lot better after me and her split up, ironically. My recovery actually kind of started around that point. Actually, no, it was still another year or so. Kind of when I first got with my wife. But she helped out a lot. So, with that being said, I would just try to show your significant other that you're trying, that you are taking steps to better yourself. They need to see that. As long as they're seeing that, and as long as you're improving, yeah, you're going to have your setbacks and days that things aren't going so great. But if you're able to show her evidence that you are doing better, or him, sorry, whoever you're with, you need to show them evidence that you're getting better. And if they love you and they care about you, that's all they need. If you're with somebody and you're not married and they're not supportive at all and they're bashing you, I don't see how you're going to get better. But if it's a serious relationship and they care, all you have to do is show support. You need to work on your anger. If you have any anger issues, that's not going to go over good. I had a lot of anger with my anxiety, so I would definitely look into purchasing a book or something over anger, or finding some meditation, guided meditation to help you with that, or some breathing exercises. So, because anger does not help with relationships. But I think if your significant other sees that you are trying and that you're doing great, that's it. I don't think that they'll get fed up. If they love you, they love you. I'm not saying that love is always enough, but do your best to keep doing things, special things for that person. Show that you love that person. Another thing is whenever we struggle and relate with anxiety, we become very selfish, like me, 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 me. Yeah, I would deal with that. I was a very selfish person whenever I was in that relationship, so I didn't spend a lot of time thinking about her needs and what she was going through because I was too worried about my messed up life. Don't let that happen to you. Don't become, extremely selfish. Khalid, how many years did you suffer with anxiety and depression? It was a total of 5 years. That last year was a recovery period for me, so a long time for me. Jonathan Turner, hey, what's going on, man? Is it cold in Texas? Oh, hey, cold in Texas, man. Yeah. I get colds occasionally, which is weird. I haven't before this cold. I almost caught one a few weeks ago, but before that, I didn't have one for like 9 or 10 months, which I don't know if that had to do anything with my diet changes and things I've been cutting out. I hope so. My allergies haven't been bad. This is just like a straight up cold. Okay, Noel, what's your number one tip for someone with health anxiety? My number one tip to get you grounded is to not Google your symptoms. Do not Google your symptoms. That is not where you need to get your reassurance because likelihood you will not find reassurance. Likelihood is you will become more scared and more, you'll question your health even more than you were originally. So don't go down that road. Oftentimes, whenever I would Google my symptoms, I was looking for, symptoms to a certain disease, and then I would then question or irrationally think that I had like 4 other diseases, so things just got worse. So even if I was able to rule one out, then I was like, oh, I could have these 3 diseases as well. So nothing good ever came from Googling my symptoms, and for most of you as well. You never really find what you want to find, and if you do find something, it's not good news. That's why going to a doctor would be my next tip. Then realizing, that you're being irrational about it, trusting the doctor, which is easier said than done. Get all your testing done initially that you want to get done, especially if you have something wrong, or you believe that you have something wrong with your heart. Get the EKG, the stress test, and the blood work all done. Just get it all done as quick as you can. Don't spread it out over a year and a half or 2 years like I did. I needed the reassurance. So start working on trusting the doctors, and then try to come to a point to where you can find your root cause and work on that. Because if you don't fix your root cause, my root cause, for instance, was I was just living a very unhealthy life, and I thought that was going to catch up with me. Alexander, what time is it out there? Right now it is about 2:16 in the afternoon. Claire King, you use meditation 3 to 4 times a day. It really helps. I'm from Wales, UK. Oh, wow. You're from a long ways away, Claire. Thank you for tuning in. It's probably almost, it should be dark there now. Or just got dark. What is it, like 8 something? 8:16? Yo, man, how's life? Tuning in from Ireland. Wow, man. Got all these people from the other side of the world watching today. Things are going great, William. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing good up there in Ireland. Khaled, vitamin D and depression is linked. I've heard of vitamin D helping. I don't know if you're meaning like it's linked to depression as like causing it or helping it. I've heard good things about having vitamin D. MOB, good. Thanks, Trey. I went helping at the chicken rescue. Anxiety was better. Yeah, doing things that you love doing things that make you happy, of course. That's going to help you with your anxiety. Don't stop doing the things that you love doing. Like Emma, one of her passions is animals, you know, helping animals. I'm not sure if she's still a vegan or if she's vegetarian. I know she's one of those. That's a passion for her, something that she enjoys. That's going to help her with her stress. And it's a good thing, Emma, you're surrounded by animals. I'm sure that helps. Emma B, haha, leaking. Yeah, I'm like, it's just like a drippy faucet over here. I have to keep on blowing my nose. Oh, man. Excuse me, guys. Do any of you, like, involuntarily, like, look at the goodies that came out of your nose whenever you blow your nose? I know that sounds gross. I hate it. But it's like one of those things, like, I can't help. I've done it since I was a child. It's pretty gross. I'm going to look and see what popped up in my tissues. Pretty sick. Rahaf, why do I not answer messages on Instagram? Time, dude. Straight up. I don't even answer a ton of comments anymore on YouTube. I have Instagram, I have Twitter, I have Facebook, I have the Facebook group, which that's an incredible amount of work. I have YouTube where I post almost every day. And with these live streams, that's twice a day. That's spending a lot of time with you guys. I also have 3 children. I have a full-time job. There's tons of things that I have to do. So I just can't get back to DMs. And one of the things is, especially when it comes to anxiety disorders, people, just one individual will want my personal attention all day long. I have one of the most difficult YouTube niches to, you know, I guess thrive in. People really want answers. They want answers now. They're desperate. I can't spend my whole day being a personal therapist. I'm not getting paid for it. And I know that sounds mean in some ways, but I have a family too, and I have obligations to them. I have to take care of them over everything right now. I give so much free information through my videos. I give so much free information on live streams, on the Facebook group whenever I go live in there. If you haven't joined the Facebook group, go down below in the description and join it. I have so many things going on, and I know it rubs people the wrong way when I don't get back with them. But just so you know, when I first started this channel, all the way until I was like at 15,000 to 17,000 subscribers, I got back with just about 99% of every message or comment or anything. But it came to a point in time where I just couldn't keep up anymore. I was spending 3 to 4 hours in the evening responding to people. While my wife is taking care of the kids by herself and playing with them, and I don't even get a moment to relax. I work 8 hours a day, and I can't spend 4 or 5 hours when I get home just responding to people. Then I wouldn't be able to put a video out. I wouldn't be able to do this live stream. So I don't think a lot of people actually realize how much I have going on and why I can't spend all day DMing. And then, you know, some people are going to be like, well, I just sent you one message. I just want to reply. Yeah, but I get messages this long about everything that has happened in your life and all the symptoms, and it would literally, I feel like it would take a essay for me to respond back, and that's tough. And I've already crossed that, you know, that bridge a long time ago. Whenever I made a video saying that I couldn't do it anymore. I got a good positive response from that, but it really hurt me really bad to have to tell people that I couldn't do it anymore, but I just can't. Maybe in the future I'll have some way for people to talk to me more, but unfortunately it's probably not going to be free all the time. This is the best way to get advice and stuff. Get another bite. J. Cole, hey Trey, the heart palpitations I've been having are killing me mentally. I really don't know what to do. I would honestly look into magnesium. Talk to your doctor first about it, but I've heard good things about magnesium and heart palpitations. But Dude, I mean, I know what you're going through. I had those all the time. Um, really, as far as short term, trying to control your breathing might be one of the best things to do. But I would often have those with panic attacks, and really calming down really wasn't an option. It just had to run its course. The best advice I can give you for those palpitations, if you want the frequency of them to go down, other than trying the magnesium and stuff like that, and trying some calming methods like meditation, breathing exercises, because breathing exercises alone can lower your heart rate and your blood pressure instantly. So try some of that, but working on your anxiety management, man. And that's one of the things, the tough things I have to tell people all the time, that there's not a ton of short-term relief for anxiety symptoms. There's not a lot out there. As long as you have the anxiety, I mean, that's going to be part of it. It's just figuring out how to accept the symptoms for what they are, and not thinking that there's something worse. Jonathan Turner, he can't answer them all. He feels bad about it, but he can. He did a video on it. Yeah. Go check out that video, dude. Or anybody else that wonders why I can't answer to all the videos. I mean, videos, the comments and DMs and all that stuff. Watch the video called I Can't Do This Anymore. I give a full explanation on what's going on. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming, and I don't even know how I used to do what I did whenever I was getting back to everybody. But it gets to a point to where your channel, I don't have a massive channel, but when you put everything that I do outside of YouTube on that, plus my family. I mean, I have a child right now that basically we're waiting on the official diagnosis, but the speech therapist is telling us that he has Asperger's. I have another son that has severe ADHD that's on now his 3rd level dosage. It's been upped 3 times. It just got upped again. And then I have a baby girl. So I got so much going on. I can't make my wife have to deal with every bit of that. I also work. If I could do this for a full-time living, man, that would be so cool. I mean, that would be awesome. But my money ain't right on here to that point. And I don't know how long it would take for that. But yeah. J. Cole, yeah, Jonathan you're saying that you don't have a Facebook. He was trying to get you to join a Facebook group. I would make a Facebook just to join groups. Honestly, you don't have to talk to nobody else or nothing. Just make a Facebook profile and join a group. That's all you got to do. It would take like 10 minutes. Hey, Carrie, what's going on? Glad to see you. A lot of people dealing with palpitations, pretty common. It's extremely common with anxiety. Rahaf, is there any diet of anxiety? Yeah, I would stick to a more plant-based diet. Plenty of vegetables, plenty of fruits, not a ton of meat. Heck, if you want to skip eating meat a few days a week, that ain't going to hurt you at all. I would stick to more like chicken, turkey, and fish. They're high in omega-3. Get a lot of vitamin C. Make sure you're taking a multivitamin, because likelihood is if you're eating, I don't know where you're from, but a lot of people in the United States do not get all the nutrients they need from food. Drink plenty of water. Stop drinking caffeine if you're doing it. That never helped me with my anxiety. If you're consuming tobacco, you got to stop that or taper off of that, as well as alcohol and drugs. Don't consume any of that stuff. Extremely low in sugar. Sugar does not help anxiety. It doesn't help anything. So that's where you should start. There are some certain foods that really help with anxiety. Oranges, they're high in vitamin C. Eggs and chicken, because of the vitamin B12, because that's been known to help people with anxiety. Bananas are amazing. They're a superfood. Avocado, it's a healthy fat. Make sure you get that. It's a superfood. You just want highly nutritious, packed foods. But you can't go wrong with a plant-based diet. Hey man, thanks a lot for answering my question yesterday and today. It means a lot. I actually played in last night for my kids, and today I will play it for my wife. You have helped me out so much. That's awesome, dude. Man, I wish there was a way you can reach the Spanish-speaking community. If you ever want to do it and need help, I'll be glad to help. I am in Oklahoma, not too far from you. Well, I'll keep that in mind, Lewis. Thanks a lot. And I'm glad to help you out. I'm glad you got down there and played with your kids yesterday. That's awesome. Sometimes you just got to face that fear straight up. Antonio, I've been with my girlfriend for 9 years now. Wow, that's a long time, dude. Communication is key. Other factors, obviously. I've been on a vegan diet for more than a month, and I feel amazing. That's awesome. I'm glad you're seeing great results with that, Antonio. Keep it up. Keep us updated when I do these live streams. Let us know how it's going. Hey, what's going on, Beth? Hope you're having a good one. It's me, Beth D. She says, my health anxiety is the heart. I don't Google anything. Good. Don't. You won't find anything good if you Google symptoms surrounding your heart or involving your heart. Better way of saying that. Yeah, Googling doesn't help out. And that's where my health anxiety started, was my heart. Because I had a panic attack, assumed it was a heart attack, had all the horrible symptoms of a heart attack. And the problem was I didn't know how to figure out if that was a panic attack or a heart attack. The symptoms are very similar after I looked them up online. So, yeah, stay away from Google. Just staying away from Google for some of you guys would help you like 30 or 40% straight up. Just some of you just cannot help but go back to Google. Khaled, I wish you could go back as you were. I felt I changed because of anxiety and depression. Yeah, it does kind of change you. I remember just in the midst of my anxiety, like 2 to 2.5 years in, I was just thinking, man, I was so lucky when I didn't have this, and I didn't appreciate it. Oh, man. My food's getting cold over here because I'm not eating it fast enough. You'll get there, though, Khaled. Just keep grinding, man. Claire King gets dark at 5 p.m. Okay. Yeah, so it's been dark there for a while. Khaled, Trey's anxiety and depression, matter of time. I mean, it will be from past. I'm not really sure what you're saying there. Is it a matter of time on when it leaves or goes away, or is it just... I really don't understand what you're trying to say. Maybe try to word that a little different for me, bud. MPE Kim. Hey, Trey. What's going on, dude? Hope everything is well. Right now, we are at a single-digit temperatures in Boston. Yeah, for real, dude. I've been hearing about the polar vortex. It's strong up there. Also, I'm proud of you for trying the vegan lifestyle, but I feel as though a balanced diet is best. Yeah, I think that might be better for me as well. You're just tired, man. It's all good. YouTube is honestly a full-time job in and of itself. That's why my channel is super slow with progress. No pressure. Thanks a lot, dude. Like the reassurance. Stay warm up there. I'm glad I'm not up there. It's chilly down here, but that polar vortex did not make it down this far. Not this time, so... Claire King, you don't need to explain to anyone why you can't answer every message. You're just one guy. People should understand that end of it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of people tell me I shouldn't explain it, but being in my position, I feel like obligated to a little bit, but I don't want somebody thinking negative of me, but I need to understand that I can't control that, and people are going to think what they want. I feel like once I think I have a disease, I keep worrying about it until I start worrying about something else, and then my focus goes there. Yeah, straight up, Kay. That was me. Whenever I stopped worrying about heart disease, I switched to cancer because there's something else going on. It's not just getting reassurance that you're fine with... I guess this is going to go out soon. Because it's not just about... Yeah, there it goes. It's not just about getting reassurance from the doctor or getting over thinking that you have this, because after a while, I was like, after 2 years of having panic attacks, and I was thinking I was having multiple heart attacks a day, I finally just was like, okay, well, I have not been having this many heart attacks every single day. All of my testing is not just messed up or flawed for 2 years. This is probably not a bad issue. But since I didn't fix the underlying, the actual problem with me, which was obsessing about dying and having some type of disease in general, then whenever something else would happen and my focus wasn't on my heart, it just switched to something else. Then I got scared of cancer. I had colon cancer scare. I had lymphoma cancer scare, which I was like so convinced I had lymphoma, almost more so than the heart disease. Excuse me, guys. I got to blow my nose. This is getting bad. Oh, yeah, baby. All right. Got like a tissue graveyard going on over here. Yeah, as far as that goes, you have to work on what's causing it. You have to work on what's actually causing your health anxiety because you haven't focused on that. You're just bouncing around from different diseases, graduating to another disease. You get over one, you're going right to another. And I feel you on that. You got to figure out what's causing this process because just getting reassurance on one disease is not going to help you from thinking that you have another. And unfortunately, there's like countless amounts of things out there that you can think that you have. So you can spend a whole lifetime worrying about this. Quality sleep is the best for many diseases. I think it's an important factor. Make sure that you're getting sleep at night. I know it's hard to do that when you have anxiety for sure. Put some of this living powder into my water. It's got a lot of good probiotics. I really do feel a lot better, and it's got a lot of electrolytes. Can keep up with the comments today. I didn't have a lot of people come onto the live stream. Probably a lot of people were mad from yesterday because I didn't get to everybody. I only ended up getting to like 25% of the comments. I got so many on there. I think a lot of people were asking because I hadn't been on a live stream in a very long time. So I apologize if I don't ever get to you on here. It's just because I have so many and I'm trying to give good answers. I don't want to just be like, yeah, you know, on each thing. I may end up having to do that eventually because I can't do that. That's why super chat's important. You know, if you want, if for some reason in the future on a live stream you want me to answer something, do a super chat and then it'll highlight me and let me know and I'll go to that because it's a donation that goes towards the channel. And, you know, that's one of the reasons that's there. XO Kelly Jelly XO. I hope everyone is doing well. Me too. I hope you're doing good too. I'm doing pretty good today. Antonio, thank you very much. Trey, you're an amazing human being. So happy that your info and vids help so many in need. Thank you so much for that reassurance. I love it. You seem like a lovely person. I help people with self-harm and depression and other things. I usually love speak about mental health as it's something I can relate to. That's awesome. I'm so happy that you're doing stuff for other people in need. What's going on, Junior? Hope you're doing good, dude. MP Kim. I enjoy using CBT worksheets. Writing out your thought patterns can help you retire your brain for future panic. Yeah. There's a lot of workbooks that you can get, guys. Down below in the description, there's also an anxiety store that you can go and I got a lot of books in there that I recommend to check out. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let me get another bite real quick. It's weird that I'm actually keeping up with generally most of the comment. All right. I have no motivation at all due to depression. I need some advice. I don't know if you watched yesterday, but I talked about motivation. It is very, very hard for most normal humans to stay motivated all day long. Not all day, but for a long period of time. I remember me getting motivated like by a video that I saw or just some personal motivation, because every once in a while we can literally motivate ourselves being like, you got to change, you got to do this and do this and do that, and you'll be fired up for like 2 or 3 days, and then you ain't feeling it after like 4 or 5, or everybody's timetable is different. You got to find some things to remind you, whether that be some wall art, get some bracelets made that has a significant other or who you want to do this for aside from just yourself. That often helps. I don't know if you have kids or if you have, people in your life that mean a lot that you want to do this for. Or maybe you can, if you don't have kids and you want kids or you want a significant other, put like future significant other on that bracelet, or future children. You want to better yourself for them as well. And this is just a chapter of your life that you're going through. Think of all the things that you want to have. One way to stay motivated is to journal every single morning. So, dude, if you are not journaling, please do it. By writing down the things that you want every single day, you'll be able to keep a little bit more motivation than you would otherwise. I kind of want to show you guys this. This is the Morning Sidekick Journal. Whenever I talk about the journals at the end of my videos and are down in my description, like, it's no joke. This is what it is. There's also a fat loss one down there and a meditation journal. So if you don't know how to meditate, you should check it out. But those links are in the description. So if you want to get one, get one. But I'll kind of show you what this is about. Morning Sidekick Journal. And this isn't just like a blank thing, for you to fill out. It actually gives you amazing tips. You can see how it's kind of broken down. So, I mean, they've got some good stuff. Like the first part is the why. Page 9 is the what. Page 21 is the how. So it shows you how to do all this stuff. Then it has 66 days of journaling. And then I have a finale section at page 183. So let me kind of show you what it's doing here. Like understanding the why. It's got a lot of amazing information here. And I mean, I could sit here and go through this all day. But it really helps you improve your life by giving you bonus information. It's not just a journal. But I'll go to one of my sample pages. This is what it'll look like. It gives you a pro tip. This is for day 1. Pro tip on this side right here. Something to help you out with your day. And then on this side, it has all this stuff for you to fill out. So, at the top has the date. You're going to write that down. Sorry if some of you can't see this that well. I just kind of want to give you a general tour of this. So, if you've been on the fence about getting something like this, maybe it'll persuade you to. Last night I slept at 11 p.m. and woke up today at 7 p.m. My most important task for today is, and I put, I helped a friend with a termite job. I want to do a fast workout, and I want to create a video. One way I can improve my life by 1% is, and that's crucial, by 1%, you're not trying to make a huge change. It's tiny, little bitty things over a long period of time. I want to start getting up 30 minutes earlier. Top 2 distractions to minimize tonight before bed, which is awesome. The first one I put was Facebook, and the next one was Twitter. So social media before bed is not going to help many of you. I try to steer away from it. It's hard for me because I have a Facebook group that I manage, but I make sure that it's productive and I'm helping somebody rather than just scrolling down the feed being nosy. Tonight I'll sleep at 12 a.m. and tomorrow I'll wake up at 7 a.m. So it's right your predicted times. And then it has kind of an end of the day, begin your nighttime routine. Magical moment I experienced today. I said, was paid higher than expected for the termite job. And then I said, the cashier was very nice, and I got a power nap. There was a cashier that was just extremely nice and in a good mood, and it kind of put me in a good mood. And then I said, got a power nap because I rarely get naps. That was something special that happened. And I got a little bit of extra money on a job that I didn't expect to get that much money for. My morning ritual tomorrow will be, number 1, hydrate. Number 2, work out. Number 3, journal. Number 4, alert my audience about my live stream. Number 5, create a video. So that's basically the layout. Some of this stuff changes over time, some of the entries and stuff. But they give you tons of amazing info. And it comes with, you know, kind of like a bookmark thing. And it has one down here as well. And I got to blow my nose again. I'm sorry, guys. Ugh. Y'all are like my family. I'm sitting here like blowing my nose in front of you. I'm eating. But yeah, they have this one. And then I'm not going to go all into detail, but for those of you trying to get into good shape and everything, they also have the fat loss and nutrition one as well. So they show you how to lose weight. It helps you keep up with your calories and stuff like that. So yeah, those are down below. Thank you guys for sticking around. I've got like 14 people in here, and I've got nothing else to do right now, so I don't see a problem with just kind of chilling with you guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Some of the other people that didn't join today are going to be kind of mad because it was a good day to be on a live stream because there wasn't a ton of people in here. Sorry, I hit that mic. It's not easy on the ears if you have headphones in. You're welcome, Kelly Jelly. Also, some sleep advice. I personally use melatonin for sleep problems. It's over the counter in US, which it is. You can get melatonin pretty much any drugstore. You can get it at Walmart, any place. And I have heard good things. Personally, never taken it. But I've heard great things. It's natural, though, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's a supplement, not a drug. Very true. It's very safe and non-habit forming compared to other sleep aids. Yeah, something that I turned to a lot of the time whenever I was having horrible panic attacks was Benadryl. So I took so much Benadryl. I was taking them maybe 2 in the day to just like kind of chill me out, but it was like a must in the evening. And half the time that didn't still work because of how revved up I would be. But I would use pretty much at least 2 Benadryl every single evening because I had to get any type of sleep. Please react to Emo85, Hopstasche, Patestimit. It's a German rap song, please. Well, if it has something to do with my channel, maybe so. But I'll look at it. Appreciate it. Or leave it in a comment on after I post this live stream. Come back and leave that as a comment. I'll go check it out. As long as it has something to do with my channel. I would like to start doing some reaction videos as well. So I need to start making a list. Melatonin brands I recommend include NeuroSleep and SOM Sleep. Awesome. Thanks. Thanks for sharing that, dude. You're so welcome, Khaled. You're so welcome. You're in here on a good day. It ain't crowded. What's going on, Lucas? Hope you're doing good. It's going okay. Been chilling. Spending an hour eating now my cold spaghetti. I'm not very good at talking and eating, so... Claire King, snowing here in Wales, so nothing to do but watch you or do the washing up, so guess what I chose? Hey, that's what's up. Thank you for coming here, Claire. Let's see here. And you're lucky it's snowing. I wish it would snow here. Oh. Who's winning the Super Bowl, Trey? Man, you already know who's winning the Super Bowl. Them damn Patriots. The Rams ain't going to do nothing, man. Goff ain't the same without Cooper Kupp. Tom Brady's on a roll. I just don't see it, man. He's going to go snag him another one. Good for him, though. You know, I ain't trying to hate. I'm just tired of seeing them every single year in the Super Bowl. Even the years whenever they don't look good, they still make it to the Super Bowl. It's like, come on, man. I was mad that they beat the Chiefs. I really wanted Patrick Mahomes to be in it, but he's still young. They shut him down. And my team's the Cowboys. You know how that goes. We don't ever get anywhere, really. I'm actually surprised we got to the second level of the playoffs. I picked them to actually lose against the Seahawks in the first round. I'm sorry it's kind of dark in this picture. My light went out. I need to invest some actual really nice lights. There ain't nothing better than natural light, though, to be honest. Thank you guys who tuned in and watched this far. Lewis, for those of you suffering from palpitations, I suffer from palpitations, and my doctor put me on a very low dose of beta blockers. That was life-changing for me. Thanks for sharing that, dude. I'm glad it helps. Lucas, have you ever experienced that you're not feeling anxious at all, and then all of a sudden it feels like your heart just drops in your chest and it triggers panic and anxiety? Yeah, I mean, either that or I'll just get a random palpitation out of nowhere and it'll start the cycle all over again. I could be good for 2 or 3 days, feeling fine. I don't know if you've seen the video, Lucas, of me doing, what was the title called? Having anxiety symptoms when not feeling anxious. Go check that out. I'll explain it much better in that longer video specifically for that, but our subconscious is still anxious. As long as we are not fully recovered and fully not healed, our subconscious mind is still going to send signals, you know, either to your nervous system or your muscles, all that stuff. And you can still have tension, you can still have palpitations, all of that. So as long as you haven't, like, you know, made any huge strides in your anxiety, you can't expect different results. But the fact that you are experiencing some low anxious moments, that's actually really good. So on the contrary, you're probably maybe heading towards recovery, but realize during recovery, for me, I could be good for 5 or 6 days, or I could be good for 2 weeks, and I would have symptoms again. So, yeah. Junior, you're right. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I am. I mean, I'm going to watch it, but it's like, I hate it whenever there's a Super Bowl where I just really don't care about either of the teams. The Rams went from being a fun, explosive team to watch to, like, now they barely get anything accomplished. Except for beating the Cowboys, of course. And they shouldn't have won that last game against the Saints. Saints kind of got robbed there. But now the Saints are making a huge deal about it and dragging that crap out. Like, I know it kept y'all from the Super Bowl, but it is what it is. They can't go back and review every single play. You know how slow the NFL games would be if they did that? Man. Let's see. I wake up coughing every single day for a few months now. Any remedy? Well, if you haven't been to the doctor, go check that out. I mean, you may have, like, 1 second, my screen. You may have a lingering cold. I will say that I dealt with that. A lot of it can just be your throat's getting really, really dry. I would keep water with you, bedside, every single day or every single evening. Make sure that you're staying hydrated throughout the day so your throat doesn't dry out. I would just be, at times, a night cougher. I'd be fine during the day, but the minute I laid down, I would cough. You may have an allergy problem as well, because I would have post-nasal drip. So that would irritate my throat, and I would cough. And I would deal with this all the time. And sometimes anxiety can actually make our allergies much worse. So you may be dealing with some effects because of that. I don't know if you're dealing with, your anxiety situation, but if you have severe anxiety and you have any type of allergies, it can enhance that. I actually need to make a video on anxiety and coughing, by the way. It's on my list already, but I need to make that video soon. But yeah, our allergies can be very aggravated from anxiety. So that could be why you're coughing. I dealt with that a lot. At least you're coughing. Oh wait, you said you wake up coughing every single day. Are you waking up in the middle of the night? That would be me. And if I'm sleeping with anybody, they're just really pissed off the whole night. They said, you coughed all night long. Like, yeah, it sucks. Chantel, that happens to me a lot too. And the worst is when it happens when I'm driving and I'm on the highway, then I freak out. It's the worst. Or my chest starts vibrating. It's so scary. Yeah, I would deal with that kind of stuff all the time. Just out of nowhere, you're feeling fine. And then the minute that happens, my head feels weird, and that's because like adrenaline's starting to go, and we know what happens after that. Then it's full-blown panic attack, and you're pulling over on the side of the road. I had to pull over so many times. Always kept water with me. I had to do workouts and exercises like in the medians or in the grass or in somebody's business on the side of the road. Like, ugh, just thinking that people are driving by thinking I'm a weirdo. Lewis, man. Lucas, also have been taking some pills that I got, but I'm going to try to cut down a bit and eventually quit. Well, that's good, dude. I wish you the best of luck with that. Pedro, my bad dreams caused me to wake up having a panic attack. Has that ever happened to you? Yes, it did. Nightmares, vivid nightmares, dreams, that was always increased with anxiety. The best way to combat that is getting a routine together before you go to sleep. I mentioned that in the last live stream, and I spent like 15 minutes talking about it. What I'm going to tell you, Pedro, the best thing for you to do is go watch my best nightly routine for anxiety and insomnia. I'll repeat it one more time. The best nightly routine for anxiety and insomnia. Go look up that video, either on my uploads, or you can just go to the search bar. I should pop up towards the top. And check it out. You need to get a routine in place. It's going to help you with your sleeping. It's going to help you get better REM sleep. Ahmed, thanks a lot. Yeah, please make a video about allergies and anxiety. I did actually about a week and a half do allergies and anxiety, but I wasn't very specific about coughing, so go check that video out as well. And I have it on the list to make. I don't know. I'll try to get that in the next week or two. But on that note, guys, I have been going for 63 minutes, so thank you guys that stuck around. We didn't have a huge crowd, so a lot of you got in some questions. But if you have any questions, save them for the next time. I apologize. I just, at this point, I'm ready to get up and get some things started for the day. I have a lot to do. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It means a lot, especially those of you that are sticking around. Let me see. Lewis, hey man, what can we do as a community to help you get more subscribers? Individually, just spread my videos around other people. You can go to anxiety forums and recommend my channel link. Just find the link to my channel. You can tell anybody that suffers from any type of issues, you can let them know about my channel. You can post it on Facebook. You can go to other Facebook groups and recommend my videos. I mean, there's a lot of people in my Facebook group that recommend other people, so you can go to other Facebook groups and share my videos and stuff like that as long as they allow it. Don't abuse that and spam, but that's pretty much the best way to do it. If you have social media, if you have Twitter, if you have Instagram, tag other people in my videos or on my posts. On Twitter, you can always retweet my video links. There's just a lot of different things. It's just sharing. So yeah, but I appreciate it, Lewis, for you wanting to do that. Okay, guys, so on that note, I am really getting off now, so I love you guys. Have a good one. I am going to post a video today, probably, I don't know, 6-ish. I've been getting my videos out a little bit later, and I don't like that because the view count goes way down if I don't get it out by like 5 o'clock. So thank you so much.